Hello, I'm Assemblyman Joe Morelli, and I want to thank WXXI for hosting a forum this evening on a question of critical importance. Its resolution will directly impact the future of every child in the city of Rochester and will have powerful implications for the success of our entire community for decades to come. We're all agreed on the problem: a city school system where annual graduation rates are currently at 46%. If we hope to prepare our students for the highly competitive economy that awaits them, if we are to lift the heavy social and financial burdens that accompany poor educational outcomes, this cannot continue. I can't imagine anyone dares to argue that point. The challenge then becomes, how do we get from where we are to where we need to be? How do we reform school governance to provide the best learning environment and future opportunities for our children and the results that parents and taxpayers demand and deserve? Mayor Duffy has proposed a solution that has had verifiable success in other cities, one in which the mayor and city council would assume direct responsibility for the Rochester City School District. In Albany, Assemblyman Gant and I are developing legislation to enact this reform, and soon the details of that bill will be available for community-wide debate. It's one I look forward to. To me, it's a debate about children and their future. It's also a debate about government accountability. As the district is currently configured, the school board doesn't collect the tax dollars it spends. That's up to the mayor, city council, and state government. This creates a basic disconnect between those who spend educational dollars and those who are responsible for raising those dollars. With reform, that disconnect will be gone. In its place will be a system where authority and responsibility meet, and together they define the accountability that is currently lacking. Parents, too, as primary stakeholders, will have a greater role and more direct influence on policy, and this is as it should be. Change is never easy or achieved without resistance, especially from those who benefit from the status quo. In the weeks since Mayor Duffy announced his intentions, opponents have been very vocal and, frankly, at times misleading in their attacks. It's been suggested that this is a grab for political power, that voters will be disenfranchised, and that a new form of school government will simply be announced without the very sort of discussion we're having tonight. None of that is true. What is true is that Mayor Duffy has taken a courageous first step toward addressing what is a crisis not merely of education, but of conscience. How can we as leaders and citizens allow this vast failure to persist year after year at the expense of our most vulnerable and valuable resource? I can't. David Gant and Bob Duffy can't either. And I know that many of you share our commitment on this. So in the days and weeks ahead, we will be talking with you, listening to you, and counting on your passion, your input, and your partnership as we move forward. Again, my sincere thanks to WXXI and to all of you for taking part in this forum and helping with the great task that lies ahead. Good night.